Hey, is it Friday?
Yay! And it's Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Make it a good day.
Curt and Jen in the morning, our pod and video cast. Thanks for listening on Friday the 13th. You can't even say Fry-yay the 13th because bad things might happen.
No, that's not true.
All right.
You got to put good energy out.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a good day.
Lots going on the show today. Keep listening for all this stuff. Billboard Music Awards were last night. We're going to talk about the winners and losers and the omissions.
Yeah.
Who didn't get anything at all. And we also got the states with the least and most Christmas spirit.
And Washington made the top 5 of one of those lists. We'll see which one.
What's annoying about riding the bus? Did you put everything?
Well, no, I did not, Curt Cruz.
Okay.
There was a little study. Why I walked away with a very sad heart after having lunch with a friend that I haven't seen in 2 years.
And we'll talk about what you are unreasonably good at. Thanks for sharing. We've got that.
There's good stuff there, actually.
And as always, it's Fun Facts Friday. So you're going to learn something.
All that and more on the Curt and Jen in the Morning podcast today. How about that?
All that and more. All right, let's start off with the, how about Friday the 13th, which is today?
Yes.
And how about some good things happening today on Friday the 13th?
Yeah, like there's a Mega Millions drawing tonight for $670 million. That would change. That would switch around a life. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good weekend.
Game changer.
Yeah. How about Taylor Swift turns 35. She's
Happy
born
birthday, Tay-Tay.
on December 13th, 1989, and she considers 13 to be a lucky number.
See, Curt?
There you go. All right. Okay.
There you go.
What else?
Let's see.
Notable birthdays?
Oh, we could go there. Who's the first one? Tom DeLonge?
Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Oh, Jamie Foxx.
Steve Buscemi as well. Love him.
And Dick Van Dyke is turning 99.
And he's not in his house right now because those fires are getting closer and closer to Malibu.
Someone had to carry him out of his house.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anyway, the good news is he's safe.
And SpaceX is planning a couple unmanned launches today. So that's another good thing.
Yeah.
Sending things up into space.
Make it a good one. Make it a good Friday the 13th. All right.
Speaking of Tay-Tay and her birthday eve was good for her.
Let's hear about it. The Billboard Music Awards last night.
Yeah. Taylor Swift cleaned house. Top artist, top female artist, top Billboard 200 artist, top Hot 100 artist, top Hot 100 songwriter. I mean, the list keeps going on.
Top streaming songs, top radio songs artist, top Billboard Global 200 artist, and top global artist excluding the U.S.
There you go.
Why did anybody else even bother showing up?
And Taylor's Tortured Poets Department won top Billboard 200 album. Wow. Cleaning house.
What a time! What a time to be like, hey, I'm up for a Billboard Music Awards. Oh wait, so is Tay-Tay.
Yeah,
she did clean house. But believe it or not, there were awards left over for people, other people too.
Like who?
Chappell Roan.
Okay, top
Agreed.
new artist.
Yeah.
Good.
Morgan Wallen was named top male artist, and your favorite Shaboozey.
I just like saying his name, Shaboozey.
Of all the artists that rhyme with Uzi, he's my favorite.
Everybody in the ball get tipsy.
Yeah, he won top song sales artist.
Now, this next one surprised you.
Yes.
So, Zach Bryan won top rock artist.
And he's a country guy.
Yeah.
And
yep, go ahead.
He also won rock and country, both.
Categories.
Right.
He won in both rock and country categories.
Did you say that was a favorite of your daughter Macy or Riley? Zach Bryan?
I think this is the guy. They like his music, but they really hate the person.
Oh.
I think this is the guy that was physically abusive to his wife. So they're like, no.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's
move on.
I
love that, by the way, that they are like that.
Linkin Park named top rock duo or group at the Billboard Music Awards last night.
You were happy about that one?
Yeah, it's good to see Linkin Park back. They've had a new female lead singer too,
yeah.
which is something different.
And then who got nothing, Curt? Who got absolutely nothing that surprised us?
Well, you would have thought that Sabrina Carpenter would have won something, right?
And Billie Eilish.
Future won nothing. Also, Luke Combs
won nothing. He's so talented.
The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything this time. Well, The Weeknd has cleaned up before as well. He's had his Taylor Swift moments as well.
So, Curt, I want to know what you did yesterday.
Oh.
Or do you want me to tell you what I did yesterday first?
I'm going to push this first.
Okay, yeah. I forgot about the music.
All right, I did want to hear what you did yesterday.
Well, last night I saw Macy's play The Music Man.
How many times is this for you?
North Creek High School. I've only seen bits and pieces because I was volunteering to feed the kids, so I would catch so this is the first time I sat down and watched the whole thing when my eyes weren't closed because I was so tired. But I will tell you, it's a great show. And if you don't have anything going on this weekend, they have 3 more performances, 1 tonight and 2 tomorrow.
Even if you do have something going on and you want something fun to do, there you go.
They'll support local theater.
How about that? Now, what's this thing about your sad?
So I went to lunch with my friend Laura, who listens all the time, by the way, and loves all the audio that you do with the show.
Oh, thanks, Laura.
Anyway, I have not seen her in 2 years, and we had a great conversation, totally connected. And at the end, I said, "So are you living your best life?" And she's like, "You know what? This is a terrible way to end our conversation." And she had to be at a meeting, and we only have 5 minutes left. She's like, "I am like, no." And from the outside looking in, it's like she's got it all, right? Great career, she's beautiful, but she's like, this menopause thing is killing me.
Wow.
And so she's just like, I can't lose weight. There's so much. And my heart, I just walked away with my heart hurting because we as women, our bodies are going to change and we just have to figure out how we can be okay with that.
Right.
And hope that the people around us are okay with it too, because it's just part of life. And it just made me sad because here's a woman that is like beautiful inside and out. And I'm walking away with this, statement that she's not living her best life because she feels so crappy from menopause.
And it's also a reminder, I'm sad to hear that about Laura, but it's also a reminder that you never know what people have got going on in their lives.
Yes.
So when you see somebody again, offer a little grace.
So you are beautiful. I'm talking to Laura, but everybody, you're beautiful and just there's good, right? So focus on the good and do what you can to change. And you don't have to live with all the yucky stuff that comes with menopause because there's solutions out there. So
this is going to make me sound really sappy, but I've always thought that the song Beautiful by Christina Aguilera was spot on.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
It's hard as women, though, I think a lot of us suffer from what Laura's going through. Other people see you a whole different way, and you're just fighting these demons inside you of not feeling like you're enough.
You're enough, Laura.
Your body's changing, and you can't control it.
Everybody's enough.
Yes.
My big news after that story.
Yes.
Well, 2 things from yesterday. The first thing is house husband, one of my duties is to do laundry, right?
Yes.
I do the laundry and various other things, at least for the time being.
Yes.
The reason that yesterday's laundry was important was the same number of socks that went into the laundry came out of the laundry.
Oh, that's a big laundry day. That's a win.
This is because there's always a few stragglers, right?
That's a win, Curt Cruz.
Yes. So I think that's a first.
Yep. Nice.
And then what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Dana had promised. She's like, well, because I'm leaving town, going to visit my family in Florida. And she said, you know what? It's your last night here before you go. Let's go to Calabria, one of our favorite Italian places. It's right down the street. And I was like, oh, super excited. We like to support the local people. The food is fantastic. But then as the day went on, I forgot that she had, it was kind of a treat.
Yeah, and
so by the time she got home from work, which was late, I was like, oh, well, you know what? It's late. We don't want to do this now. So I didn't say anything. She's like, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But in reality, I'm going to have to take a rain check on that. And then she pulled the old, well, I don't know if there's a rain check. That might have been a one-time offer.
Oh, jeez.
There won't be a rain check.
So what'd you have for dinner?
Frozen pizza.
Okay. Close to being a girl dinner, Curt Cruz.
A girl dinner? What's a girl dinner?
Like when, you have like popcorn and wine for dinner, or you...
Frozen pizza?
Yeah, sometimes that could be a girl dinner.
Okay. Now, this is your story, but you insisted that I read some of it at least because it's a tough name to pronounce.
I just thought because it happened yesterday and there was a world record that was broken because it was the youngest world champion at the age of 18. Go ahead.
Who is the youngest world champion, Jen? Now, listen.
Gukesh Raju.
It's funny. People don't know this, but every time there's a story with a hard name, she's like, you read this one.
You read this one. You take this one.
Indian teenager Gukesh Damaraju shocked the world of chess. He is the youngest world champion of chess at the age of just 18. So there you go.
Yeah, he defeated China's Ding Liren in a dramatic... I guess that the defending champion made a crucially bad move. Like surprisingly crucial bad move, and then he came in and swept it up, and he's the youngest ever chess player to win the national champion.
So world champion. People watching didn't know how to play chess. As soon as they saw Ding Liren make that move, they're like, "Ooh,
what?
Ooh,
okay.
All right,
cue music.
Congratulations."
I just like this because this is a good reminder that you need to take vacation. Mm-hmm. You need to take your vacation because your body needs it, your soul needs it, your spirit needs it.
All the above. And there is actually some statistics now, or there's a poll. Does that count as statistics? about how often the average person needs to take a vacation.
A proper vacation.
A proper vacation.
A proper vacation.
Which is, and it turns out that you're probably thinking like every 6 months or so. Guess what? Every 110 days.
So what is that? Is that every three and a half months?
Yeah, I guess so.
Almost 4 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Once a quarter.
That's right. A proper vacation. It was part of a poll. 2 in 10 people said they always use up their paid time off. That's another thing. Use your time off. Use your vacation time. Remember our old producer Leonard had so much vacation time saved up. This is true. That I guess this is
he started losing vacation.
Well, no, they said you have to take a bunch of vacation to whittle this down. So he took like a month and a half off,
right?
And he still had weeks and weeks and weeks of vacation.
Yeah, and you in some companies, if you get to a certain point, you can't earn any more vacation, so you're really like losing vacation.
Right. Well, in the books for the company, that's money, And so anyway, so 2 in 10 said they always use their paid time off, and even when we do use our vacation times, we're not necessarily relaxing. That's what you mean by a proper vacation, right?
Yeah.
On average, less than 40% of the time you use on vacation is used for rest and relaxation.
Less than 40%.
So that means you can't take a week off, but still be checking your emails every 5 minutes and doing work type of stuff.
Top things that we use our days for: vacation, actual vacations, personal time at home, doctor's appointments, staycations, family emergencies, running errands, and childcare.
There you go.
Yep. Ooh, this is a fun one. The state with the least Christmas spirit.
I just think it's funny that you find all these really great.
It's the one closest to the North Pole.
Okay, explain that. You're looking at Christmas spirits per state, right?
So a website analyzed a bunch of Google search data to determine which state has the most Christmas spirit.
Okay.
What is this? Like the movie Elf, set in New York. A big part of the movie involves generating enough Christmas spirit for Santa and his reindeer.
Isn't it the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear?
Is that the line from it?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, it's a good thing that the movie wasn't set in Anchorage, Alaska, because they have the least. Well, they don't have the least.
They do.
They have the least, the very least.
The state with the least Christmas spirit is Alaska, which is ironic because it's also closest to the North Pole, closest to Santa's house.
Other states, did they have the other ones with the least amount of Christmas spirit? I don't think that they put that in here.
Well, we do want to find out, how about the ones with the most Christmas spirit?
Okay.
Because that's what we want to know.
So I'm just going to go to number one and then the rest of them. Okay. Utah's number one. They have the most Christmas spirit, followed by Massachusetts, Virginia, Illinois, and rounding out the top 5, Washington State. That is where we live.
I don't know that song, but Washington, congratulations. We're number 5, but that's okay.
We're number 5.
Christmas spirit will take it, right? Okay.
Now we're going to go from being the most spirited state, Christmas state, or at least the number 5 one,
right,
to we're talking about the 10 worst. Well, not. Are we going to talk about all 10 Christmas songs?
Well, there was just a list
ever?
made. This is from USA Today. They came up with the worst Christmas songs ever. I think they're all Christmas songs, holiday songs. Yeah, okay.
But it's more about who sang them and how they sang them, right?
Well, in some cases, that's true, because let's just hit some of these real quick.
I just saw number 1 on the list.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, it's not.
Terrible.
It's a classic.
Well, maybe so, but terrible. So we're not going to do number 1 right away. Let's just start with
okay. Go ahead.
And like you said, in some of these cases, it's just this is just because so and so did it. Like, number 10 on the list was NSYNC. I never knew the meaning of Christmas.
And Neil Diamond had one on the list. Number 9, Cherry Cherry Christmas.
Never heard it.
Me either. The Killers' Don't Shoot Me Santa was number 8.
Now, see, that sounds like that'd be a bad Christmas song.
Don't shoot me Santa. But Santa Baby by the Pussycat Dolls, that must be real bad.
Must be their
because it's number 7. Okay, anyway, let's go with that.
Do you remember Dominic the Donkey, that song? That's just a goofy song by Lou Monte. Then we've got...
Oh, yeah, we played that when we were Santa FM.
That's true. New Kids on the Block have a funky, funky Christmas song called Funky, Funky Christmas.
Okay.
All right. Then we've got number 4 is Little Drummer Boy by Jessica and Ashley Simpson.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
Right. New song is the band that did the Christmas Shoes. That one I don't know.
The Christmas Shoes by New Song? I don't know it either.
Number 2.
What?
Go.
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer?
Right.
By Elmo and Patsy? Is that who did
it that's the
originally?
One. Mm-hmm. And then their other holiday song that nobody's ever heard is Percy the Puny Poinsettia. That's true. They have a second Christmas song, at least. But number 1 is what really made you mad.
Yeah, the
number
Chipmunk
1
song. song.
Worst Christmas song is Christmas, Christmas, Don't Be Late, the Chipmunk song by Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Please, Christmas, don't be late.
No.
Why would you not? I don't like this list.
I'll tell you what's omitted from this list as well.
Oh, omitted that you. So you knew this song?
Yes.
I thought this song was actually on the list, which is why I was listening to it all morning while you tried to get the audio in.
I hope we don't get in trouble for playing this because we always get yelled at if we play music, but here you go.
Best to hide it that I was doing swell. But when I sat down on Santa's lap, he hollered, "What's that smell?" I farted on Santa's lap.
Correct.
How did you know this song?
Everybody knows the little stinkers I farted on Santa's lap.
I don't. I've never heard it ever in my life. How did you even find this?
It's just one of those goofy songs that pops up every now and again. And I would say any version, anywhere ever done of the 12 Days of Christmas is the worst Christmas song.
Okay.
Goes on and on and on.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you did some research on this because I was like, do we want to talk about this in the show? And you're like, yeah, we do.
I think so.
Okay, go.
This would be, UFOs. An alien invasion is imminent, and it's not too far from where we are. Though I guess if you're an alien and you can travel at, I don't know, the speed of light, everything is close.
Okay, so unidentified flying objects in Oregon and drones in Jersey.
There you go.
You're going to tell us about it.
All right. It's been about a month now or so. People in New Jersey, they've been reporting large car-sized drones in the night sky. So there's all sorts of speculation about what they are. Some think they're just larger than normal drones being operated by, probably some 14-year-old kid, right?
Okay.
Check this out.
Size of the car, a car though?
Others think it's a foreign government trying to use them to spy on us. And of course, little green men have not been ruled out of these drones in New Jersey. Now, closer to home, on the other side of the country, at least 4 pilots reported UFOs in the sky near Eugene, Oregon. This is just on Saturday night. We have some audio from that as well.
We're seeing 3 or 4 targets. They're all altitudes, up and down. It's pretty crazy. It's red in color, moving at extreme speeds. I don't even know how to describe how fast it's moving.
You are cleared to maneuver as necessary, left and right, to avoid the UFO out there.
It's weird. It's a red circular shape, and it keeps zipping out towards the ocean and then coming back in about, 20 miles or closer to us, and then zips back out of the ocean and we can't see it.
There you go.
I mean, if aliens are going to land anywhere, landing in Oregon,
Eugene
fine.
in particular. Nothing against
fine.
Eugene. This looks like a good
right
spot.
at home.
So there you go. One expert thinks that this just Starlink satellites reflecting light. And I think that they used to say back in the day, it was just some swamp gas.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
but keep your eye out.
Know.
Yes. Why?
There was a poll that was asked.
Why?
because listen, there was a poll that asked thousands of bus travelers worldwide to rank the things that annoy them the most that other riders do. And
is it that other riders ride the bus? Is that the most annoying
other
thing?
riders? Yeah. What? Like if they're asking you, what do other riders do that annoy you the most?
And I'm
the number
saying,
one answer is.
Oh, you're gonna go straight to number one?
I'm going straight to number one.
All right.
Because number two, then I have to go to number 2 because you can't beat number 2's answer.
All right.
Response number 1 was playing music too loud.
Oof, that would make
You
sense.
should just wear it in your headphones. But even when my daughter wears it in her headphones, I'm like, that's too loud. I can hear it.
Right.
So turn that down.
Okay, so the number one annoying thing that bus riders do was the music too loud.
The number 2
Yeah.
was sexual activity. Like maybe we should be riding the bus more if that's the number 2 activity happening on the bus that's annoying people.
Is that their version of the Mile High Club?
That's all I have to say about it. I just want it right. That's what I'm wondering. And what do you call it?
I don't know.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, and I mean, I don't even know what to do with that. Number 2, sexual activity is the most annoying thing.
Are you going to start riding the bus more often? You probably don't want to see.
Firefighter Pat wants to.
Yeah, you guys are going to be on the bus.
I mean, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I think the third most was like bad personal hygiene.
Oh yeah, that's
so
bad.
Then there's sexual activity and bad personal hygiene.
Too many smells.
All
I don't want to
right.
smell.
I love this, Curt. I mean, people.
Yeah.
I love it when you show up and tell us your answers to our questions.
Trust me, we have a hard time coming up with these questions. Like, is anybody going to care about this? And you always do, and we appreciate it. Yesterday's question, go.
What are you unreasonably good at?
And we had, when we were saying,
question.
yeah, so it's not, people could say I'm a really unusual things, I guess, that you're really, because people didn't say driving. That's not
No.
what we wanted.
Here we go. Well, let's just get right to it. Nicole said napping, which
Ooh, I
I
appreciate
love.
that.
Andrea said playing Name That Tune, so she can name. You're good at that too. Like I can play like a little tiny clip of an artist, or I can say, "Hey, Curt, who sang this song?" and give
And
you
it's
the
the
song
Little
title.
Stinkers.
And
I
you
farted
know.
on Santa's
Yeah.
lap.
Eric said foosball.
What are you unreasonably good at? Jackie said cartwheels, which is saying something for a woman my age.
Jackie's my roommate, and that's legit. She can do a freaking cartwheel.
You're calling her old.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's legit. I heard
Okay,
that.
it's legit.
All right. Laura says removing mushrooms from pizza and anything else that contains the disgusting stuff. Oh, so she thinks mushrooms are disgusting?
She's unreasonably good at that. Yeah,
Okay.
she does.
Rita says I'm unreasonably good at remembering dates.
Good for you,
I am
Rita,
not.
because I am not.
Not at all.
Tracy said Jeopardy.
Oh, cool.
Kayla said guessing the breed of dogs
That someone has?
that other people have, even if it's a mutt, she can guess it.
All right. Lynn.
OMG, parallel parking. That's so me.
Parallel parking is what she's unreasonably good at. Brian says the big Papa Shot basketball at Power Play in Bellevue. How about Jeanette? Driving a boat, including loading them on trailers. That's actually a big deal. She says that she's saved a few marriages at boat docks in her time.
Oh, because she probably gets out and helps people because that's stressful. That could be a very stressful situation. Sonia said getting concert tickets, except Taylor Swift. That was a huge fail.
Trust me, that was not a huge fail. Those were very, very hard to get for the Eras Tour. Jay said he's unreasonably good at catching things. Throw something at me or in my general direction, I'll catch it.
Sarah said for real, legit cartwheels. I can vouch. I want to get Sarah and Jackie together and maybe they can do synchronized cartwheeling.
Wait. But Sarah, you can't vouch for yourself. I think you have to have somebody else to vouch for you that you can do legit cartwheels.
Okay, well,
right.
she's vouching for herself. I believe her.
Flannery says I'm unreasonably good at making klutzy first impressions and also getting people to tell me their stories or what's bothering them.
Okay.
That's something I wonder sometimes when you go up and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, well," like, "Oh, crap." I shouldn't.
Don't ask it if you don't want to
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Well, you just do it as a regular greeting, like, "Oh, yeah, things are good." Use what you expect.
Halsey said tripping on nothing.
Love that.
Barb said finding 4-leaf clovers and trivia.
Maya, apparently I'm unreasonably good at being the person that even random strangers want to tell the most intimate or deep or saddest things to out of the blue.
I love her other answer too. Also hugs. She's unreasonably good at hugs.
All right. Laurel, talking about her husband Steve, saying he is really good at being able to smell snow. When it's about to snow, he has never been wrong when he says he can smell snow coming. Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
Someone texted me, I feel like. Oh, I know. Okay, keep going. Go. Oh, our favorite bartender. What did he say?
Cam said mixing drinks. And I know if I wrote it that way, I paraphrased because Cam would never say, "I'm good at mixing drinks."
Okay, I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Socorro said she listens all the time, and she says, "I was listening to your podcast and your question, what are you unreasonably good at?" Wayne, her husband, can write cursive backwards.
Wow.
I'm like, really? That's awesome. But how did he even discover that? And she said he was bored in college and just started doing it. He used to be able to write with both hands at the same time, both forward and backwards, or in opposite directions. Now he just uses his right hand, but he can write backwards, upside down and backwards at the same time, all in cursive.
Impressive.
What?
Completely useless. Right?
Right.
You're going to put that on your resume? I want the
don't
job
think
because
so.
of this. Thank you. Those are still posted. Let us know what you're unreasonably good at.
I haven't been to the Crowbar in a long time, Curt. We need to go there.
I love that place.
Me too.
All right. Fun Facts Friday.
We have a lot of things because I couldn't even decide. There were so many good things. Green peas are a popular pizza topping in Brazil.
So does peas. Green
Peas are a popular.
All right.
Okay.
Antarctica is technically considered a desert, which makes it the largest desert on the planet. I don't know how it's considered a desert. Maybe because it's so arid.
Desolate?
I suppose
Maybe.
so.
The word, is it grima?
You put this in here.
Describes the feeling that you get when you hear fingernails on a chalkboard or a knife scraping a plate.
I wish I could do that right now.
Grima.
There are over 7,500 varieties of apples grown worldwide, most of them in Washington. I'm just guessing on that. So if you had an apple a day, it would take you 20 years to try them all.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I love apples. Not that
I love
much.
apples. McDonald's feeds 70 million people per day, which is just under 1% of the world's population.
Do you think that has anything to do with people struggling? Also, 1% of the world's population has a weight problem. and they're not very healthy. The brief muscle spasms that wake you during, I want to know about this. Because you're just laying there and also, huh!
Yeah.
The brief muscle spasms that wake you during sleep, or just as you're at the cusp of sleep, are called hypnic jerks or sleep starts. They reportedly occur in about 60 to 70% of people and are mostly a mystery to scientists.
Right? I mean, that's why I put it in, because when there's something that's a mystery to scientists and it happens to 60 to 70% of the population.
Right.
Like, what is that?
I always assumed it was part of sleep apnea. Like your body, sleep apnea is when you stop breathing for a short period of time while you're sleeping. And I thought it was, your body going, But
I wonder if it's just your muscles like relaxing and just being so relaxed that they start, like, I've never been this relaxed. I don't know.
How was that again?
Okay.
Nice.
Buzz Lightyear's original name was Lunar Larry.
That Stan Lee.
Stan Lee is awesome.
Of comic book fame, maybe the most famous. Stan Lee served in the Army during World War II as an official Army playwright.
But read the next part.
Dr. Seuss also served as a playwright with him. They created pamphlets for soldiers about how to avoid getting venereal disease.
I mean, come on. Stan Lee and Dr. Seuss are writing plays together and creating pamphlets about VDs.
I imagine that Dr. Seuss got frustrated because he couldn't find anything that rhymed with venereal.
Now, listen, that is a dinner conversation.
Venereal. That isn't
what is
venereal disease? VD. Maybe you just shortened it to VD.
VD. Yeah, because there's lots that rhymes with that.
The main character. More Fun Facts Friday. The main character in The Wizard of Oz was originally going to be a boy, but L. Frank Baum's niece, Dorothy, well, this is awesome. She died as he was working on the book and changed the character to a girl.
I mean, that's kind of a fun, especially with Wicked being so popular right now.
Yes. So if someone says you're eating like a whale, you're eating like a whale. Don't worry, they're totally exaggerating. A blue whale can eat over 20 million calories on an average day. I think I've done that
That's
myself.
on average.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be average for me. It'd be a really bad day.
I thought this was interesting. Violent crime rates in the U.S. have fallen by a quarter over the past 2 decades since their high in the early 90s.
Love that. Love that. This one, too.
This one's great.
Until kale became trendy in the last decade, the biggest buyer of kale in the U.S. was...
Try to guess.
Give him a few seconds.
Okay, go.
And it was Pizza Hut. Not to feed people, but to use as decoration in their salad bars. That's all they
Do you remember that? I remember salad bars would have that kale laying all over it with the dishes on top to make it look pretty.
And people were correct when they said nobody would ever eat that. That's why it's a decoration.
Bill Nye the Science Guy doesn't have any degrees in any of the traditional science fields. He graduated from Cornell University in 1977 with a degree in mechanical engineering.
Still smart. Smart guy.
This is the last one, and I probably shouldn't have left it as the last one because it's kind of a bummer.
Do you want to eliminate it?
No,
I'll do it.
Say it.
Mangoes were so popular in the 60s and 70s in communist China that when a guy compared mangoes to sweet potatoes, he was put on trial for malicious slander.
And executed.
Way to bring the room down, Pirak.
Well, let's bring it back up. Play some music. We're going to go to Weekend Plans. Those are your fun facts. Bring them up at dinner conversations.
98% fun facts and one sad one. Weekend Plans going on. Theaters, a couple of new movies. I haven't heard anything about either of these.
Well, Kraven the Hunter is isn't it a new Marvel movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Aaron Taylor Johnson stars as Kraven. It's an origin story for one of the Marvel iconic villains, and it also stars Russell Crowe.
Yep, and then The Lord of the Rings has yet another movie out.
Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Rohirrim. Sounds like Scooby-Doo talking.
Those are movies you can see this weekend, or you can go see Wicked or Moana 2.
Still out in theaters.
Or Gladiator 2.
In sports, Kraken take on Tampa Bay tomorrow at Climate Pledge.
And the Seahawks, it's Sunday Night Football, right?
Fantastic.
Because if it starts at 5:20, that means we are the Sunday Night Football game, right?
Yes.
And we're playing at home versus the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
So
that'll be a good
I said
one.
Kickoff is at 5:20.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about what's happening around town? This gets its own transition music.
So many, I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. It's just a lot of holiday stuff happening.
Right.
So the unholiday stuff is like I think I put this in there, like Back to the Future. The musical is at the Paramount this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Also.
And Mary Poppins is at the Fifth Ave.
Right.
But all the rest of this,
holiday stuff.
Go.
Enchanted T-Mobile Park, just went there the other night. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Lots and lots of lights. Bellevue has a Snowflake Lane and ice rink going on. Or if you like to ice skate, you can always go to the Kraken Community Iceplex Do they still call it Northgate? I guess it's still
Yeah,
Northgate.
Northgate.
Right? Okay.
I wanted to also mention there's lots of holiday pop-up bars. Like they're super like over the top decorated with festively themed cocktails.
Enjoy the cocktails and the theme.
Yeah.
Pike Place Market has its Holiday Lights Walk, and you found this one.
Yeah, visit Santa's Toy Lab at Kringle's Inventionasium. It's in Sodo. It's like this immersive experience. Kids love it. It's worth checking out, especially if you have younger kids.
Did you see this next thing I put in here?
No, what is it? Hot chocolate crawl.
Yeah, it starts.
What is it?
It starts at Franz. It's a crawl, getting hot chocolate from different places. Hot chocolate starts at Franz Chocolates. You can have their decadent hot sipping chocolate. Then it heads to Theo Chocolate in Fremont. Then it finishes off at Chocolati Cafe.
Is that your own? Like, is that on a certain day? Do you happen to know, or no, or do you just do that yourself? Is it a self-guided?
Everything
crawl?
I know about it is in that 2 sentences
Okay,
right there.
all right.
That's all I have.
Gingerbread house is on display at the Sheridan Hotel in downtown Seattle. Lights and ice at Tulalip Casino Resort,
There you go.
and lots more. I mean, those are just a few that we just picked out.
Okay.
What are you doing this weekend, Curt? I asked this because you're kind of doing something big.
This weekend, well, I'm flying to Florida, actually.
Today?
Later today. Yeah. My dad, people have asked, he's doing fine. He got out of the hospital after a week. Nothing major, but now he is in rehab. Not for drinking. Wow. Did I need to clear that up? Whenever you say rehab, that's where your head goes. He's in a rehabilitation clinic, so I'm going to go down there and spend some time with Dad and my sisters. And the highs, I checked the weather. The high's been only around 70, but nice and sunny. So, and we'll still be doing the show, but I'll be in Florida.
Yeah.
That
I'm
means
glad that
you
we're
got to
still
get
doing the show
extra
together.
early.
I will.
Okay.
I'm
What about
there
you? What
for
do you
it.
got for the weekend?
One of our loyal listeners of the podcast, Debbie, and one of my very good friends, she is having a huge 60th birthday party, like dress up in ball gowns.
Okay.
So and it's fun because when do you get dressed up? You do more often because you like go to big fancy auctions and charity events.
I do get dressed up on occasion.
Yeah. So I'm just excited to be able to get dressed up, or I'm going to help her. I mean, I've been helping her plan it. You put the playlist together for her.
That'll be fun.
So that's what we're doing.
Should you have said 60th
casino.
birthday? Or should it have been like a big birthday party?
Okay, here's the thing. Aging is a privilege and an honor and a blessing.
Agreed.
So own your age. Who cares? You have a lot of experience under your belt, which gives you a lot of wisdom.
Yep.
She's beautiful. She doesn't look 60 at all. I'm like, if I look that good at 60, I'm doing something right.
I don't disagree. I just thought.
No, I don't. She's not going to care.
Okay. You can get away with that. I could not.
We're going to be at Tulalip Casino, so we'll get to see the lights and ice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe win some U.S. dollars while
I
you're
hope
there,
so.
right? That'd be
Yeah.
fun. All right.
I like this question. And you already have an example, right?
I do.
Okay, so the C&J podcast question of the day / weekend.
That's us.
Curt and Jen, C&J.
Here you get to work on this all weekend long. Maybe you'll actually see a bumper sticker that will apply.
What is the funniest bumper sticker you've ever seen? And Kurt's like, I've got one. I've got an example, and then you had to look at it in your phone.
Well, I saw a bizarre and kind of mean one that says, I hate my stepson, Aaron. I know, that was horrible. But my wife, Dana, she's like, I just saw the funniest bumper sticker today. There's 2 bumper stickers on one car. The first one said, maybe today, Satan. And the other one said, you matter. I mean, not to me, but to someone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are fun.
So, your funniest bumper sticker. We're going to post that on the Curt and Jen in the Morning Facebook page. Mm-hmm. You could reply, leave a comment on the platform that you're listening.
And while you're there, feel free to like, follow, and or subscribe. Maybe all 3 if you're really feeling adventurous.
This is the second to the last weekend before Christmas. I hope that you do all the things that are fun and festive, make good memories. Also, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh. Find ways to laugh.
Laughing, so important.
Have a good one.